Greetings, Quester, and welcome to the Quest Report with Matt and Richard.
I've never seen Lovecraft look this fabulous. The board itself is has some fantastic artwork on it. There's some really beautiful colours, isn't it? This action of taking the piece, moving it to a different location and triggering that location's ability. We had a bit of a kind of different views on this in a way, because we were kind of thinking that sometimes it can be quite frustrating when you want to use a particular location's ability and Cthulhu is already there, because you can't use it. You have to move to a different location.
I thought that's just part of the mechanic though, and that's a way that you can actually block people from doing something you don't want them to do. You just go there the turn before they have a turn.
And it's incredibly frustrating. But at the same time, I kind of like the fact that there is a mechanic that you can sort of block people.
There has to be a constraint.
I think, but I think it would be good if there was a way around that.
There seemed to be two locations that were like more powerful than the others.
Yeah.
And it seemed to be, I didn't know what could break us from the cycle of just going between the two. Well, because there was the ceremony where you could pick up a gate card and also use your special move, which is pretty powerful. And then once you've got your gate card, you can go to the other worlds and sacrifice some of your guys to increase your summoning track. And it seemed like it was basically a race to do that the most.
I think some of the different faction abilities feel like they're more powerful than some of the others.
Yes.
I don't think they're necessarily massively well balanced, but probably. But I don't think. But then I don't think they're that disparate that play styles couldn't accommodate that. So, for example, if I know you've got a particular ability, I might just playing a slightly different style. And I think you could probably negate them. It's just that some definitely seem more powerful than others. But thinking about what you just said about going from the other world's location to the ceremony location, the problem is I found this when I was playing this. You have to be able to go back to get more cultists.
Yes.
Otherwise, when you run out, you can still do an action, but then where you would need to place a cultist on the board and you haven't got one, you end up getting two back, but you also get an elder sign.
Yeah,
so there's like a real penalty for doing that. So you have to keep going to the location on the board called the Gathering to get more of your cultists back. This time we're the bad guys, but there's still investigators in the game, and we can send them after other players. That's a really interesting mechanic, because you can try and mess up another player with those.
It's almost as if those investigators are us a few months ago, playing Mansions of Madness.
Before we succumb to Lovecraftian horror.
There's no going back now.
No.
Most of the abilities are common to everybody because they have to do with the locations.
If a player has a good powerful ability from the player mat, you can negate that by your actions on the board.
You can mess them up in other ways. So I think one of the most fun aspects of it was the curse.
It's kind of very much like the crossroads in Dead of Winter.
It was,
It's pretty much the exact same thing. The player to your right, player to your left, something like that.
Player to your right
has to take a card.
So that was Heather, and she really enjoyed having that over my head for a long time.
It's like every time you were going to do something on the board, it's like, hey.
Because I didn't know what triggered this curse, but Heather obviously had read it, so as soon as I did something that would trigger it, she had to read it out. And
it causes an effect on you.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the art. The art on the board is brilliant. It's really good colours, really well put together. The components in this, the actual cultist components, I love. The little fake pieces I've got better, but I really like them and they do a good job. The dice are amazing in this game. It takes a lot of the things back to more the HPL design mythos. This was a really fun game to play, and once we got going, it was really smooth, really quick. We didn't have to keep thinking, oh, what does this do again? Let's check the rule books on this. The more you sit down and think about this game, there's a lot more depth to it and a lot more strategies to the game than maybe is first apparent. I personally would recommend this. I think, especially if you like Lovecraft, you definitely want to try this out, because it's something different to the normal Arkham Horror type games.
Yes. Yeah, I love this game. Yeah, just seeing it from the cultist point of view for once is really interesting, and the mechanics seem to work really well. And like you say, it flowed really well, and yeah, I would definitely recommend this game as well.
Definitely one for your Lovecraft fans out there.
Farewell, Quester. To find out about other productions by the Meddlesome Meeples, then check out our channel or rendezvous with us at meddlesomemeeples.com. Until next time, Quester, farewell and keep thine axe sharp.